In the far south of Iran, on the edge of Keshem Island, a valley cuts through the earth like a wound left by time. At first glance, it feels less like a landscape and more like a scene from another world. Mina arrived just before noon with a notebook, a camera, and the cautious curiosity of someone trained to doubt every legend. She had come to investigate the Valley of Stars, a place locals spoke of with the same half-pride, half-fear reserved for things that could not be controlled. The guide who met her at the entrance, an elderly man named Reza, pointed at the jagged walls and said, not as a joke, that a star had fallen here long ago. Mina smiled politely and wrote it down. Geological maps showed that the valley had been shaped over nearly 2 million years, not by a single blow from the sky, but by wind, water, and seasonal rain patiently carving sandstone and limestone into unexpected forms. The deeper she walked, the stranger the valley became. Some formations rose like frozen figures. Others looked like creatures caught between motion and stillness. The walls narrowed and widened without warning, sending sound back in broken echoes. By late afternoon, Reza led her to a ledge overlooking a corridor between two tall rock faces. He asked her to wait until the wind strengthened. When it came, it passed through the openings with a thin, unsettling whistle. The sound moved around them, rising and falling like a distant voice. Reza crossed himself in a quiet, practiced way. Mina lifted her recorder and listened carefully. The explanation was simple enough, but the effect was not simple at all. As evening approached, the last visitors left quickly. Reza refused to stay after dark. He said some locals called it the Ghost Valley, not because they believe in ghosts every day, but because the place became too strange when no one was there to soften it with familiar noise. Mina stayed longer, determined not to let fear complete the story for her. Night arrived slowly. The rocks lost their color and became silhouettes. The wind returned, and with it the same haunting whistle, now sharper in the darkness. For one brief moment, Mina understood why legends survive even when science has already answered the question. Knowledge can explain a sound, but it does not erase the feeling it leaves behind. When she finally climbed back toward the road, she looked once over her shoulder. The Valley of Stars stood behind her like a frozen memory, part evidence, part mystery. In her notes, she wrote the facts first: erosion, sandstone, limestone time. Then she added a second line beneath them: legend remains where fear and wonder meet. The next day, her report would describe a geological site of global importance, part of the Keshem Geopark, and a living record of the region's history. It would mention tourism, science, and local belief. But Mina knew the most honest conclusion would be harder to print. The valley can be explained, yet standing inside it, explanation does not feel like the end of the story.